So I haven't mentioned this yet, but I was originally planning on majoring in medicine. If any of you are curious on what specialty I would have liked to major in, I was torn between an RN, an optometrist, or an anesthesiologist. Now with medical shows, I have a love-hate relationship. Because on the one hand, shows like Scrubs, House MD, and Chicago Med I like because they're entertaining for one.
Are you being intentionally dense?
Huh?
Plus, they do an okay job with actual medical accuracy. But then shows like Grey's Anatomy, I just can't do because it goes from being an actual medical show with tiny bits of drama to only having the medical aspect as its backbone and solely focusing on the drama. So that's my thing. I like medical shows that for one still do the medical part along with having enjoyable characters. But then randomly I had a pretty slow week with not much happening, and I was scrolling through HBO Max's top 10 shows and was debating between either watching White Lotus or The Pitt. And the deciding factor was The Pitt had one season versus White Lotus that just had their third season. So I put on the first episode and watched it.
One eternity later.
I binged the whole season in a day. Let me put this out there. I rarely, if ever, get invested in a TV show that I'd binge a whole series in a day. That is how good this show is. Let me start with a huge amount of praise I have for this show. Seriously, it's gonna sound like I'm glazing the hell out of this, but I call it appreciation. The characters in the show are phenomenal. They actually feel like they're real people and not actors trying to play doctor. But I think the big standout for this cast is Dr. Robbie. He's easily the most engaging character of the show. He already is having a rough shift because it's the day his mentor passed during the coughing global event that happened for a couple of years. It's a reoccurring issue throughout the season, and I don't know if it's trauma for him or PTSD, but thankfully they actually portray his grief in a very realistic and respectful way that doesn't over-dramatize it, but it has the right amount of drama needed for it. I like how they show how different these student doctors are in personality. One can be very headstrong, stubborn, and have horrible bedside manner, while one can be a good listener, but very slow with getting to other patients because they have too good a bedside manner. The show has a wide range of what a particular student doctor can be like, and it's great that they don't just show them being amazing doctors off the jump. In terms of emotions, it definitely hit me hard. There was at least 2, almost 3 cases that got me to like ugly cry my eyes out. I won't spoil that because one, I actually want people to watch the show because it's really damn good, and I want other people to get hit with that emotional gut punch it gave me. I love the idea that the season takes place during an actual full shift. They definitely do work overtime to make it to 15 episodes, but that's a massive spoiler, and I'm not gonna say it. Now, in terms of being medically accurate, I'm basing this off of my knowledge about medicine and Dr. Mike's reactions and breakdowns of the accuracy, and as far as I can tell, it's very accurate. You know, there's a couple hiccups here and there, but I don't mind it if the majority of it is pretty accurate. Plus, I give them props for having a wide variety of cases, from minor to somewhat concerning, and then the actual major ones. Along with touching on actual serious problems with hospitals, from staff being assaulted, nursing shortages, along with a lot of other issues that plague hospitals nowadays. But I'm gonna be so real when I say this is without a doubt my favorite show of 2025 so far. Maybe once I watch all of White Lotus that'll change, but The Pitt, for me, is the first ever 10 out of 10 I'm giving on this channel. So yeah, if me doing nothing but praising the show for a whole review doesn't convince you that you need to watch this, I don't know what will, but that's all from me. Take care and peace.